Guys, tip of the day, if you see a squirrel, punch it in the face.
Why is not even gonna question? Not even gonna question it.
You don't need to, just punch it in the face.
Okay,
What do you want? Squirrels are always after your nuts.
but that's not usual.
Squirrel love my nuts.
Okay.
Okay, now we're getting a bit too far. Okay.
More than I wanted to do today.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another FailPod. Today with me, Jacob and Ben.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Jacob. See you guys later. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to yet another FailPod. I'm your host, Mednek, as always, and today with me we have Jacob, aka Mustang from Tactics Gaming, and we have Ben from his channel, Ben.
Hey there, guys.
Yep. Hey Ben, hey Ben. Long time no see, long time no hear as well. Are
Yeah,
you
it's been
coming
a while.
back to us?
Uh, Give it time. Yeah, just a bit. Just mopping up a couple of things, and then I'll be
Okay,
back.
okay. The APB fans are still crying for your return.
I think the more crying if I return.
That's a good point. Oh, but it's cool, mate. It's cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So, Mustang, how are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. Just trying to
Chill.
get into the mood for this.
Oh, okay. First time you're in a podcast?
Yeah, it's actually my first podcast,
Okay,
besides the YouTube community one.
okay. Guys, ignore the parrots in the background. Um,
Yeah, I hate him.
Probably screaming for his cracker, I guess. I don't know what's the name of the bird, so whatever. Right, so this podcast, we're gonna talk about the E3 like everyone else in the world out there, and we're gonna think that we're special and just rant about it or talk about it. What are we waiting for? What do we want from it? So, Jacob, why won't we start with you? What's a game that you're waiting for?
Really looking forward to Halo 4, because I'm a big Halo fan. Played all the other games, and I love what they did with the textures. If you look at it, everything in the game has way better texture, and the graphics got heightened by a lot. Because it felt like I was playing with a toy before. Like the characters look like plastic, kind of.
Yeah, I
Right.
have to admit, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, the new armor that they have,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the multiplayer looks fast, like much more fast paced. There's new sort of Spartan ops which they have in multiplayer, which looks quite awesome. But the only thing that I'm quarreling is that when at the end of Halo 3, if you complete it on Legendary, it shows Master Chief getting inside a cryo tank and sleeping. But when he gets out, he's wearing a completely different set of armor.
Spoilers, by the way.
Well, it's not really a spoiler. If you haven't played the Halo series up to now, you really, really should. It is
Okay.
by far one of my most favorite.
Well, I played Halo once, the one that was ported from what was it, Xbox or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I played that one with a few friends, and the only thing that I knew how to do was throw the sticky grenades, the purple grenades,
yeah.
and throw them to my friends. And every time I would get a sticky grenade, I would run to my friends, you know, to explode altogether. So
You're
that's
such a
the only
troll.
thing I know about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to be a troll.
You
I'm
still
saying,
are.
yeah, I was like, I'm saying used to what? No. But I always enjoy having fun in games. I mean, that's the point of games. Um, so Halo 4, I personally looked at the E3 trailers and whatnot, and it looks good. It definitely looks good. But then again, I have no clue what has been going on with Halo 3 and 4. I mean, Halo 3 before, and now what's gonna happen with 4. But that's why you are here, because you know about it more than I do. So, you know.
Well, there's a lot of questions that are being answered. Like they're talking about an ancient enemy awakens. Like they say that at the end of the trailer,
Right.
and I can't remember what it was exactly, but there was a theory that the ship, which is like a planet that's turned into a ship that Master Chief is heading into, supposedly sends him back 100,000 years into the past. It's a very far-fetched theory, but it actually makes sense. So you guys might want to check that out.
Maybe the Master Chief realized that everything is a dream, and well, I bet the ending will still be
I
better
would
than
be
Mass
mad
Effect
if
3.
that's what happened.
If that happened, I would actually get on a plane to Washington D.C. and kick some ass.
Well, it doesn't matter
Besides,
what the ending's gonna be. I think it will be better than Mass Effect 3 anyway. So.
oh, besides the
I
story,
personally like the Mass Effect 3 ending.
yeah,
Did you? Made no
a
sense.
lot of people are freaking out.
What?
A lot of people are
People
freaking out
talk
about
about
the ending.
everything.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Everyone is raging about it.
Besides the story in Halo, I really hope they do something about the multiplayer because not the multiplayer offline, I mean online. Because if you play the other Halos, I really couldn't get into the online play because it would either take forever to kill someone or if you come from Battlefield or Call of Duty, you're just not used to that. The
yeah,
whole armor thing.
I used to play Crisis 2, and you have that upgraded armor suit thingy.
yeah.
And when you play in multiplayer, you are pretty tough to beat, especially with the perks that improve your armor even more.
Well, another game that I've been looking forward to. Well, my friend showed it to me at college, and I've kind of been looking out for it, trying to wait for it to be officially announced. Is Star
Okay.
Wars 1313?
Oh yes, I heard, I saw a trailer about it.
I haven't
Looks
seen
good.
any trailer. I've only seen the website and the beginning photo, but from what I've seen, from what I can tell, is that you're a bounty hunter.
Well, it's not actually a trailer,
Is it
just
like
like a teaser
is it kind of
thingy, but
like Battlefront or something?
Yeah, it's like there was a small demo that was posted, and you're like a bounty hunter that works for I think it's a Sith that you work for or something similar.
yeah, I think so.
And I don't know. I can't really elaborate on it, but I can't wait for that to be fully announced.
Well, they haven't released too many details because they want to try to keep working on the project hush hush stuff and whatever.
Yeah.
But it has been announced that they are working on that game.
Well,
So
we can only hope that it's going to live up to the expectations of the masses.
yeah, that's the only thing we can do right now. I also wanted to talk about Dishonored, which me personally, I looked at Dishonored and it looked to me like, hey, let's take Skyrim, let's take Fallout New Vegas, let's take BioShock, combine them into one, and there you go, right?
It does look really good though.
It does.
It
And the gameplay, for what I've seen, the demo, I cannot wait to play the game itself. But it reminds you so many other games, even Assassin's Creed, like he's running on the rooftops and whatnot. Uh, Still, I cannot wait for that game.
I think
That
I'll
should be
buy
good.
it.
Yeah, I'll probably buy it, but not because of the fact that I don't know. I
I'll
don't
play
like the whole idea of having supernatural powers and all that thing, all that sort of things. But from what I've seen, from what I'm looking at now, it looks sort of like a Half-Life meets Fallout sort of thing, and it does look good. And I can tell that it's going to be good because it's made by Bethesda, so it's only going to have an action-packed storyline.
it.
Unless you're counting
Bethesda kind of
Skyrim and Oblivion, every other Bethesda game.
Skyrim. Skyrim was such a downfall for them, in my
I didn't
opinion.
really like Skyrim. I got bored.
They
Deleted it
spent
off
too
my
much.
computer.
They spent too much on the graphics and the mechanics, and not long enough on the story.
They created a beautiful world. That's what they did.
Yeah, with repeating
And,
textures all the time.
and no, but that's about it. They created like a big, beautiful world. That's it. There's like 2% story and 98% look at the beautiful world we created for you.
Kinda.
Yeah.
When I played it, I felt like, oh, let's find a dragon. That's what it was about, is finding dragons.
Well, they're
That's what.
I
also
didn't.
doing another one, aren't they? They're doing that
Yeah,
Dawn Guard.
Some people say they're gonna make it online.
Yeah, there is a Scrolls Online or Skyrim, not
That
Skyrim, but
that's not official, I don't think.
it
I
is
don't think
official.
Skyrim Online would even survive.
Not Skyrim Online, but Scrolls Online
Oh,
or whatever. No,
even
not the
that.
Elder
Oh yeah,
Scrolls
Scrolls
Online.
Online. Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
posted somewhere.
I don't
yeah.
think it'll have enough players. I mean, you got WoW and you got all these other games that are online.
They're gonna make it free to play,
Yeah, if it's free to play, it's gonna have some kind of market.
or even if they're gonna make it like Guild Wars 2, which
Right.
I am really awaiting for.
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2, they're just like punching every MMO that is subscription based right now in the face.
Well, that's just it. It's just that Guild Wars 2 is probably going to force World of Warcraft, Star Wars: The Old Republic into either cheaper fees or even
Mm.
having major free-to-play aspects. Like Star Wars: The Old Republic are already talking about it. WoW is already losing a small amount of their subscription base because of the
Small.
anticipation. Well, yeah, it is only a small amount compared to what they actually have, but it's probably going to rise again just
When
after
mob comes out.
yeah, the
Well,
expansion comes out. That's probably gonna
the Pandas will bring him like some subscribers, and 3 months
they'll
later,
drop again.
most of them will run away. So
Well,
That's
can
just
you
it.
blame people if you play WoW right now? There isn't shit to do.
I
Everyone's
know,
done with everything.
I know. Everyone were done months ago. I mean, I quit WoW a year ago
Yeah.
after 6 years of playing, because I mean, all I did in WoW back then was mostly playing my rogue, going out there, either PvPing in battlegrounds or going to not Ironforge, to what do you call it, the Orgrimmar and gank people dueling outside. That's what I did.
That's
Basically,
fun.
that's what I did. I did it for a few hours every day, and it got boring after a few hours every day. And just like, now what? What do I do? Where do I go? What do I have to do? Raiding is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't raided in Cataclysm except for the first raid dungeon that I did a little bit. I haven't raided at all.
All I
And
did
then
is
when
Raid
the
Finder.
when the Molten Front came out, right? And my guild is like number one on Alliance side, at least it was back then. I don't know what's going on with the server right now. And what I did was I logged in one day and all ready to do some PvP and whatnot. And they're asking me, well, we need a DPS. We have a DPS spot open for you? We want to join. And they were doing some hard mode boss on that Molten Front thingy, and I was just like, yeah, sure, I'm going in there, and I'm whispering a fellow rogue, and I'm just like, so what do I do? And he explains the tactics in 2 lines, and at the end of second line, he was just like, well, follow me, and that's it. I'm like, okay, we one shot the boss, hard mode. I'm just like, what? You know,
Why? That's why I can't get into PvE at all.
it's so boring. Back then, like I said it gazillion times already, Vanilla and Burning Crusade, you had that feeling of achieving something because bosses were way harder and you needed to work hard to get to those bosses, not to just defeat them.
Yeah.
If you screwed up, they
And
would wipe you. They could wipe you so easily.
Yeah. It's like the new Diablo Inferno mode. They're making it absolutely impossible by adding so many
not really.
like
I
enraged
mean, have you
enemies.
seen the thin videos?
No.
He just rapes everything. He sets new world records all the time. So
Oh my god.
like he killed the butcher, right, in inferno mode, whatever, which is like the first boss or something, in less than a second.
What the hell?
What?
Yeah, yes, he killed Diablo in few seconds.
I don't
Okay.
know.
In
There's
Infer-
something supernatural there.
Well, he does all the math. He calculates what classes will you
yeah,
have the
of
easiest time
course.
beating him because he did a group of like all
he's
monks or something.
he's the elite jerkist, whatever they call, but yeah, elite jerkist. Wow, someone's gonna punch me for that, but yeah,
What I'm looking
but
forward to is Borderlands 2, without a doubt.
yes, oh yes, I love Borderlands 1.
I love the
Simply,
first one. If they would have expanded on the storyline a bit more, it would have been great. But I just didn't like the
yes.
idea of yes, here you go, get off this bus now, go do all this stuff, and then get to the vault. Oh no, wait, you was 5 seconds too late. Gonna have to
Yeah.
wait another 1,000 years. But
Yeah, that was kind of the slap in the
yeah,
face, but
Kicking the
The gameplay itself, it was so much fun.
Oh yeah,
I
without a doubt.
enjoyed the gameplay.
If you had a couple of friends, even if you was
Yes.
just driving around killing a bunch of mobs aimlessly,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
fun. Really was.
Never played Borderlands, but I've only heard good things about it.
It's good game. It's good. The graphics is so unique. I mean, the graphic style is very unique. I really liked it. Some people are like, "Oh man, it's way too cartoony. What the hell is with the graphics?" But that's the art
Yeah,
style.
that's the way they want to do it, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying about Torchlight. I mean, Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 are looking like exactly the same. Torchlight 2 is clearly looking better, but it looks so cartoony, right?
Kind of like
Uh,
WoW.
no. WoW looks more mature compared
Really?
to Torchlight 2, yeah, because Torchlight 2 is like exactly like a cartoon. I mean, exactly like a cartoon, but it's deliberately like that because when you go outside to the open world and you start punching stuff in the face or casting spells or shoot them, you see like corpses exploding, blood splatter all over, and you're just like scratching your head and just like, wait,
So the cartoon
where all the
aspect,
cartoony aspect gone, you know?
it's kind
That's
of
the
like
thing,
comical
isn't it?
relief.
Yeah, that's what it is. Is that these guys are trying to grab what gaming is for, as for enjoyment, squeeze it all into something that people like, which is good graphics, good gameplay, and then give
Mhm.
everybody what they want, which is fast, like explosions, fast cars, and a lot of blood.
Yeah. Well, some games are should be like that, others shouldn't. And that brings me to my next game in E3, which is Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Oh, it looks so good.
Wait,
The new
what?
Splinter Cell looks really good.
Yes. Splinter Cell Blacklist looks good, but it's shite.
Is it?
Yes.
Why the hell? They did
I
a
haven't
really
even
good
seen it.
There
job
is
of making it look good
there
though.
are so many angry fans and
The trailer ripped me off.
about it because Splinter Cell, I don't know if you ever played the original games, but
Yeah.
up to Conviction basically, it was focused on night missions except for Double Agent. It was focused on night missions 99% of the time. It was focused on stealth mechanics most of the time. I mean, yeah, you need to do some shooting from time to time, but only on extreme situations because and right now like Conviction was like kind of it had like some daily missions whatever, and it was more action based. Like Splinter Cell is evolving to Metal Gear Solid in a way,
Yep.
but the Blacklist is just like pure Metal Gear Solid. It's action with some stealth in it, and instead of stealth with some action in it, and it's 90% from, well, I don't know how much percent it's gonna be, but from the trailers that I've seen, from the demos that I've seen, it's day missions,
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
which is which is
we're-
like,
damn it. Sorry.
go on.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not very
like
good at timing.
that's alright.
Nope.
But I mean,
Everyone.
people are actually talking about how, like I'm watching a part of the gameplay demo now about how the
Mhm.
guy's scaling buildings, scaling walls, like it's
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
yeah,
People are literally comparing it directly. Like there's even a
yeah.
comment here that says Splinter Cell Assassin's Creed, but
I know
it's
because they, I mean, and they try to explain it in a way why he's doing what he's doing and why it's called Blacklist and whatever. But if you listen to Sam Fisher, right, who is the Splinter Cell, the greatest Splinter Cell ever lived in Echelon 3, and he himself at the previous game said that operating at the night is suicide, right? And in Blacklist, the character that you're gonna play in the single player is Sam Fisher.
yeah, and he's
But
going through the day.
exactly, and then again, a previous game in Conviction, at the end of the game, he tells, spoiler by the way, whoever didn't play, what are you doing? Stop living under a rock, go play the game. But at the end of the game, he tells Grimm's daughter, which was like working with him in Echelon 3, that he's done with all this shenanigans and he's gonna live his life with his daughter, etc., etc., etc. And I was right back into the action, which is like make you scratch your head and go like, what? Just like why? And the they introduce it like the I guess the president of the United States, who is a female that you rescued the previous game, and she's like, well, there is no more Echelon 3, no more secrets, no more nothing. We're gonna open a new uh, intelligence thingy,
Yep.
whatever, called Echelon 4. And all you do is you get a mission, you get you need to assassinate that guy, go over there, assassinate him, come back. Who is scratching the mic, by the way?
Oh, sorry.
It sounds like someone is eating the mic or
No,
whatever.
it's a chocolate eclair. But
Oh, right.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Like as you said, he said that he wants to go live with his daughter and he just wants to be rid of it. But it's going to be interesting to see how he's forced back into it. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he's going to be forced back into it if he left, or there's going to be some kind of incentive. I just hope they don't try to rip off of the Taken storyline.
I just don't get it, though. I really don't get it.
Seems like they're out of ideas.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
Actually, and when one of the trailers, there's like some of the gameplay demos and on YouTube that had like 50% thumbs up, 50% thumbs down.
Hmm.
And I commented over there on one of those videos and said that Splinter Cell, right? They Ubisoft could have make like, okay, let's make another Splinter Cell game, which is Chaos Theory 2, right? Like the way Chaos Theory was, which is, in my opinion, one of the best stealth games ever. And they could like take this game and evolve on that, like make it a little bit better, upgrade it a little bit better, improve it in general. And by the way, if you look at Splinter Cell Chaos Theory graphics, and it was released in 2005, if I'm not mistaken, the graphics over there, they're more realistic than most games today. Okay? The graphics over there were like so good. You you already have a proper game ready, just evolve on that. And they could make a Splinter Cell game which is stealth based, and then if they want, they can make it like a spin-off, right? And create a new franchise called Echelon 4, subtitle, whatever, right? And branch out it to whatever story they're gonna invent in Blacklist. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, that way you won't have those angry fans, boys, whatever. But me personally, a big fan of Splinter Cell games, really enjoyed playing it. I am pissed off, but that's me.
Well, a
I
lot
mean,
of people seem pretty mad.
yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. You got to kind of give them their due. You can't really. I don't know if it hasn't explained it yet, it would explain it, and if it doesn't explain it, then Ubisoft really should stop making games. But I have to admit, moving on now. Assassin's Creed 3. I like it. I actually
Yeah.
I love the idea of I mean, I'm British and I love the idea of slaughtering British people. I love it.
Okay.
Because if I
You're
You're
can't
probably
do it,
one of those ones.
yeah, if I can't do it, at least I can play someone who can.
I saw that fucking red coats
Yeah.
Yeah.
have your main character just slaughtering them. I saw that. I thought it was kind of odd though. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't understand the whole storyline. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes because according to British history, we've only ever had one Templar, which is the idea of Assassin's Creed to take out all the Templars. We've only ever
yeah.
had one Templar who was killed, and then that was that. So that's going to be interesting to see how that's sort of gone.
I guess they don't really care about history. They just make up their own.
I don't
Well,
know. I mean, like I
maybe
said,
there were some secret Templars that you never heard of.
that's yeah, that's a very broad
You
point to
know,
make, but
they are secret societies, the Assassins and the Templars.
well, they're not very secret anymore.
Yeah,
If they were,
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're not running around on the street with a sign, of, in their hands. I'm a Templar or I'm an assassin. Hello, hello, right?
yeah.
But me personally, I played like Assassin 1 on the PlayStation, and I played Assassin 2 on my PC,
Yep.
which I bought on Steam on release day, which was pretty expensive, the bastard. But the game was pretty good. I never played Brotherhood, never played Revelation. What was it?
Revelations.
Revelations.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean,
Never played those two. And this new game, Assassin's Creed 3, I guess, is is interesting. It's definitely interesting because they're evolving on the history line.
yep.
But on the other hand, I mean, everyone around him, they're like modern uniform compared to him, the blue suits and the red suits or whatever, right?
Yep.
And he still walks around with the freaking not splinter, sorry, with this Assassin's Creed uniform.
Well,
You're just like,
you could tell
really?
because it's starting to get a bit dirty now. I mean, you can see in the trailer picture that it's a bit brownish, so it's starting to wear out a little bit. If it's all
Yeah, I
the
know.
same. But other than
That
that,
suit is very old after all.
I mean, they'd absolutely be destroyed if if the suit ripped. They'd have to get another one just so their ancestor could have it.
Yeah,
But
Does
I
he
like
ever
the way.
wash it?
No, I don't think he does. I mean, he doesn't have
probably
time.
not.
But
Yeah,
I,
running around and chasing stuff.
Does he even change? He wears the
no,
same thing every day like a cartoon.
I think he changes underwear. I'm not sure though. Maybe he has a hidden knife there as well.
yeah.
You know.
But I like the way. I say I like the way, but it looks like they're expanding more on the open world sort of environment, like being able to run
Yes.
up trees, fighting with the um, like
It's a
the
big
animals.
battlefield
Yeah,
and
no,
whatnot.
I mean like the actual environment, like the bears. Why can't I think of the
Oh, right,
word?
right, right, right. Yeah.
Oh,
Does
What?
sound more entertaining.
The bear is a word, by the way. It's
no,
an
no. I
animal.
mean, I was trying to think of a word that would collate all of them, but
Oh,
it does.
like nature.
Yeah, but I was trying to
Right.
think of a more.
Okay. Wildlife.
Yeah, beastery, things like that. But I mean, it
Beast.
adds a good element to the game. Like you're just standing there slaughtering a couple of British guys, and then all of a sudden a fucking massive black bear just jumps up behind you.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if you look at the previous Assassin's Creed, right? The AI of the guards is not that
Oh, that was
smart.
stupid. It's like gonna wait a
Right.
couple of seconds. Now I'm gonna lunge, make it incredibly obvious that I'm about to do it, just so the guy can counter. But in the
Yeah.
gameplay demos for this one, it looks relatively.
No, I mean, but in here, right? I mean, for example, you killed someone, and now the whole freaking platoon is chasing you, whatever, and you're running away, and then you just like blend in or jump into a haystack or whatever, right? And when you get out of the street, now they know who they were chasing, right? A guy with this white brownish looking outfit, right? And he's the only one out there. I mean, back then in the Assassin's Creed times, I guess there were the monks, that looks like him, whatever, or Ezio would dress up a bit more fancy, so it suits the time, whatever. And now it's just like you're not,
Yeah,
you're
no,
like
it's
outside.
they
What
got
are
like
you
a
doing
soft
here?
look.
Obviously, you are the killer. And I just want to see how the AI will work around that because it's just like you cannot hide anymore because there aren't people looking like you. It's obviously that it's you. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I suppose. I don't know, unless you can like there's some kind of function to steal a uniform or
Or like in GTA, you go into that
paint spray.
paint my clothes stuff.
Yeah.
Someone sprays blue paint on you. Okay.
Where'd he go? But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever.
It'd be interesting to see. I
Yeah,
mean,
except for that aspect I'm afraid that the AI will be bad. But except for that, I looking forward to that game because that game looks pretty good.
well, I guess
Hmm.
the only excuse that they have for like, oh, we've lost and that's it, is if you literally kill everybody that's there, because then who's going to tell them what you look like?
Yeah.
But if you dive inside a haystack and jump out 10 minutes later, it's like, hey, that guy looks familiar. Oh well, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're not going to do that, are they?
Don't I know you from somewhere? Nope. Nope.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just arrived here. I don't know. Whatever. Fell from the moon.
Yeah. So
But
talking to threes, Far Cry.
Far Cry,
Yeah.
yes,
Looked like a pretty good
yes.
game. They really
I
went.
am
They jumped forward a
so
lot from the
interested.
first one. The first one was terrible.
Yeah, they look like they're going back to the sort of desolate island, sort of
Yeah.
insane sort of environment to it.
Yeah.
But they've come back with a whole new graphic set, new gameplay, new story.
Yeah, Far Cry always had like good graphics from back in the days. I never played any Far Cry games, but I am waiting for this game because the storyline is just like caught me
Well,
in those
I
trailers.
don't know if the storylines entwine, but if they do, it would be quite weird to see how they do it. It would be better to have a new protagonist.
Right.
But I don't know. It kind of it throws you in. It throws you into the island. Like from the trailer, throws you into the island. You've got this guy who obviously knows who you are,
Hmm.
and he's talking to you as if he really, really knows you. So it's got to be some kind of friend or uh, colleague
I'm
or
gonna
something.
call it now. I'm gonna call it now. You're gonna see fight Fight Club aspect over there. I'm gonna call it now. You're gonna see Fight Club aspect over there.
Tyler Durden.
Yep, exactly. That insane person is actually talking to himself all the time and threatening that he will shoot himself, whatever, and punching himself in the face and thinking that he's punching someone else,
Throws
etc.,
himself
etc.
into the water.
Yep,
God,
yeah,
that would
and
be interesting.
that would be interesting. But that's my idea of how mad can he go? I mean, how else would he know him? I mean, where would he know him? We don't know the whole story, what's going on, but
Yeah,
from whatever we saw so far, yeah.
Hmm. Speaking of madness, you guys ever played like the Dead Space games?
I played the first one
I'm a
briefly, but I
little
haven't played the second one yet.
I'm a little worried about the third one because you played the second one, the whole story just changes. It just rapes you in the brain because like it's weird. Basically, there's a thing called a marker that's summoning all these horrible monsters,
Yep.
Right.
and you find out that you're crazy and that you created it,
What?
and that yeah, you created the marker.
So
Like I don't know.
how's that gonna
No,
work with the?
that's what happened in the second one.
All right.
And now, how the hell are we gonna have a third one?
I
And with
don't know.
the third one seems to be about the ship crashing into Earth or some kind of planet, and all of them escaping. And the reason I'm worried about this is because this game seems like it's gonna be a lot less scary. It's gonna feel more
Wait, wait,
like
wait.
Lost Planet because you're not gonna be locked in a dark, creepy ship anymore. You're gonna be out in the open world fighting
Yeah.
them. It's gonna take
Well, if they're gonna apply the idea of fighting at the night with the flashlight, whatever, in the streets, if they pull it off, it would be amazing.
Well, I don't know. From
maybe.
from like looking at the description, it's a very desolate planet. So it's just
Yeah,
gonna be very open.
Exactly, but the question is, what is the day night, circulation or whatever?
yeah.
If there's enough light out there, if there's enough darkness out there, because even if it's a desolate place and it's an open world, whatever, it only makes the game more risky to you if it's at the night because you have no clue what's gonna jump at you when and where from,
Yeah.
right?
Not
So
gonna be as scary as the other one, so that's all I can say.
I don't know, but you surprised me with that the idea of me building the marker. I was just like, what?
Yeah, so I'm like, how the hell are we gonna have a third game? If your character created it, and then I'm not sure how the second one goes by, but everyone's like betraying you, and you're crazy. They experimented on you, and somehow it drove you insane. Somehow you created the marker. It was weird. I didn't really play it. My cousin played it, and I just kind of,
Oh
talked
no.
to him. I watched him play it a lot, and I was just like, it was really just mind blown.
Yeah, it does
I
sound
don't.
My
like
mind is
it's
blown.
something you definitely. I might look into it actually because
How the
it's.
hell are we gonna have a third one though? Like your
Yeah.
character, I'm guessing your character's trying to escape from the planet then,
Well, yeah. I mean,
I
if
guess
the
so.
ship's crash landed, he's got to get off it somehow.
and
I
he's
guess
trying to
that's.
survive because they're obsessed with killing him. All the all the things that are summoned from the marker are obsessed with killing your character.
Right.
But speaking of zombie-like problems, Resident Evil 6. I
I knew
really don't
you were
see
gonna
it going
say it.
anywhere.
No, it looked pretty good, kind
I don't
of.
know. Resident Evil 1, it scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Yes, I
I
played
loved
that.
it though.
That's the only Resident Evil that I ever played.
Yeah, I
Okay,
played the second one. It was all right. Third, all right. Fourth started to drag it out a little bit because they changed it massively, and then five
Yes.
just seemed like a drag. So I
Yeah.
really don't know what six is going to be like.
I think Santa Claus is knocking on your door.
Uh,
But
oh shit.
uh, I'm actually from what I've seen, whatever, and even Resident Evil, the whatever, was it, that Tycoon, tech, what was the name? The blah, 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 forget the name. You just look it up, really. Operation Raccoon City, whatever. Is that like Resident Evil 5 or hello?
Yeah, I muted my microphone. I'm awesome. Anyway, um,
I was
um,
like, what? Hello?
yeah, Resident Evil. Like I've just looked at it. A Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City looks like it was a spoof game.
Right, right, like a spin-off something.
Yeah,
Mm,
but Jacob said he'll be right back. By the way,
okay, props.
and yeah, I mean it doesn't look that thrilling to me. It just looks like they're repeating the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I
Well,
love
one
the
of the
idea of
biggest
slaughtering
problem,
zombies.
yeah, of course, but one of the biggest problem with Resident Evil, in my opinion, and same thing with Silent Hill, that those games they started as a horror survival games, right? And now they're more of a third-person shooter games
yeah, but
with some horror.
Resident Evil 6 seems to be going back to horror survival because they're actual zombies now. They're not infected people. They're actually like, they're like slow motion zombies that want to eat your throat out. And that's why it pissed me off. I liked 4 and 5, but I don't want zombies that are smart. They're not even zombies. They use weapons. That's just stupid. It just feels like I'm playing another FPS or
Yeah,
whatever. It was
Yeah,
really annoying. And they're going back to the aspect of, holy crap, these zombies want to eat you. Get the hell out of there. They're bringing back
yeah.
Tyrant and Nemesis and those really big, scary zombies because the ones and the other ones, the bosses, aren't that scary in 4 and 5 as, as the original ones. You fight those gigantic zombies like in the first and second one.
yeah.
But talk, sorry, go on.
No. I was just agreeing with it, but
Oh,
I'm gonna invest in it anyway, just because it's Resident Evil 6.
okay.
I didn't play 5. I played 4 a lot. A lot.
Played one, that's it.
And I've played the second one before. And I watched my cousin play a lot. My cousin's a really huge fan of the Resident Evil games. He buys all of them, but even he agrees that 6 is going to be way better than the previous ones. I mean, 4 and 5.
Yeah,
Well, we can only hope. That's what I can say.
They're actual zombies again. That's what I'm happy about.
But talking about horror survival games, I hear that Silent Hill Downpour was power, whatever,
what?
however you pronounce it. Silent Hill Downpour,
Downpoured.
Pour,
Yeah, downpoured.
Downpour,
I don't
whatever.
know.
It's came out to the consoles. It didn't came out to the PC,
Mm.
which is really pissing me off. And I heard like good stuff and bad stuff about it, and I just want to see it on PC to try it myself, you know?
Not
Yeah,
a fan of
And
Silent Hill, but yeah.
I'm a bigger fan of Silent Hill than Resident Evil, me personally.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Resident Evil, as scary as it can be, or horror game, whatever, it's still zombies. Zombies are such a
mainstream.
cliche.
Yeah,
Yeah. And Silent Hill, it just like screws up with your brains. I mean, completely. You do not expect to see the Pyramid Head ever again.
Uh,
The freaking huge giant, guy with a big arse sword that can stab 5,000 people in one hit,
Silent Hill's
whatever.
scarier, no doubt. I mean, I didn't want to
Yeah.
play it because it was just so messed up. Like, I played it once, and what the hell? I have to find my weapons. I started off with a stick, and this gigantic thing came after me. What the hell am I going to do with this?
That's Silent Hill for you. I mean, I loved it. I loved it more because I'm a horror fan, right? But I'm a horror fan that tries to troll the game. Like for example, when I played Amnesia, I basically trolled the game. I never like I did scream a few times and run around like screaming like a little girl, but I was actually looking and searching for the monsters so they could like find me and run after me so I could run away screaming.
At
Yeah.
least you're trying to play the game like everyone else that does Let's Play Amnesia. Ah, monster! Just run away the whole time.
I genuinely I tried to play it. I wasn't even going to bother recording it because it would make an embarrassment out of myself. Got locked in the first room, Alt F4'd, uninstalled it. Never again.
There's a glitch like if you hold a piece of wood in front of your character that they can't even like attack you or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a
might do
really
that in
weird
future.
glitch.
Well, surprisingly enough, Silent Hill, not Silent Hill, sorry, Amnesia was the only game that I never failed, which is weird. I mean, I obviously failed the way I failed, but I never died in it.
Yeah.
I ran through the whole game without dying. I was like, wait a minute, I never died in this game? What? It was so surprising to me because at the simplest games, I die like 5,000 times. I mean, Skyrim, people that watch my Skyrim Let's Play that I completely stopped it because I'm bored of it right now. People were just like, how can you die 5,000 times every episode?
I can do
They're
it.
like, just that's the easiest game ever.
The first time I made contact with people in Skyrim, I went into the first town and I attacked a chicken and the whole town killed me.
Oh yes, I always confuse. Z is my keybind to the shouts, right?
Yeah.
And I play other games that Z is like uh,
Well, I did it on
to
purpose.
get your weapons out and put them back,
Yeah.
in your pocket, whatever. And sometimes I press it, and it just like starts shouting, and I like attack chickens or whatever, and the whole city just like started attacking me. Just weird.
I did it on purpose. Like I play games like Legend of Zelda and I just attack chickens and stuff and the town doesn't care. No one cares. And it's funny
Well,
to just, randomly mess around like that, but I tried it in that game and like, oh my god, he killed a chicken. That chicken was a
yeah.
mare. And then you just like attack me.
Oh,
But one of the weirdest things, sorry Ben, but one of the weirdest thing is when if you're really hidden and you kill a chicken, it says like the witness that saw you died, which was the chicken. I mean, what? It's like if you kill someone and you have witnesses, right? And then that's why you get people chasing you. But if you're well hidden and you kill a chicken, the only witness that saw you, which is the chicken, and it died. So nobody will chase you. But it's weird, like the chicken is like staring at you. Hey, he's shooting arrows at me. Ouch, I'm dead. You know, I wish I would be alive to go report him. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Hmm. So what other games are you looking forward to?
Arma 3, sorry, not Arma 2. Arma 3 looks absolutely,
Gorgeous.
yeah. I mean, the new graphics engine that they've got, I don't know, I can't tell if it's new, but it's definitely
It is. It is.
much better than the second one. And as far as I can tell, the people who make it are actually very good programmers, so despite the good graphics, it won't really take up much of your CPU if you turn off post-processing, which would be quite interesting.
I heard an interview with the lead designer of DayZ, which is like a big thing right now on the interwebs.
Yep.
And everyone just like jumping on it. And he was very, very excited about the new graphics of Armor 3.
Well, did you hear about people that are actually playing DayZ getting banned from Arma 2?
Why?
Because it's a
What?
mod. Yeah, it's a script. It's not allowed. The people who are actually playing Arma 2 are
But it's
Operation
developed
Arrowhead.
by one of the guys that's working in Arma 2.
Yeah, it's speculation. Like, I have no idea about it exactly, but it's just rumors that I've heard.
The guy that worked on that mode, he works with Arma 2 guys and Arma 3 guys because he worked on with them on both games. So maybe if they're using hacks or whatever, they'll get banned. But it's slaughter right now because everyone just like running around killing everyone. Instead of trying to survive, they're just like going killing everyone. So, including players. So, it's not
But
it's not my idea of playing.
I don't know. I mean, I need to look into it because I was definitely appealed by the Daisy mod until I heard that. So I need to look into it. In fact, how much is Operation Arrowhead on Steam? Completely irrelevant from the situation at hand.
Yeah, you can check it out whenever. I think it's 10 or 20 bucks, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But one other game, the new game that I wanted to talk to you about is new Hitman game,
Oh, look really good too.
which I cannot wait for that freaking game. At first, before I saw the gameplay, I was so afraid because they showed us a gameplay like 6 months ago or something like that of him in some library or whatever, like condemned building, and there's police officers over there, and he's just like on a routine like a robot moving from cover to cover. You know, where's the Agent 47 that we so know, love, and cannot wait to play and kill other guys with, right? And at E3 they showed a new Let's Play. I mean, a new gameplay. Let's Play. Wow, a new gameplay of Hitman, and they actually showed there like 6 or 7 ways how to take out your target, which made me so happy and so excited because that's the Hitman that I know, and want to
Good
play.
game. I think one of the most interesting things in Hitman is distracting people. I mean, a lot of games don't give you that option. You throw a coin to catch them off guard.
hmm Well, they added a new feature into the game from what I've seen in the gameplay and whatever the programmers, programmers, whatever they were talking about, lead designers, and what they were saying is at this game the AI is kind of improved to the way that people can actually identify you,
So,
like a high
harder
rank
game, huh?
police officer. Yeah, a high rank police officer like a lieutenant or whatever, he can actually identify you
Oh
than
God.
than a normal police officer would.
Like, oh,
So
that's
what they
him.
yeah, or he looks suspicious, arrest him to check him out, whatever, or go ask him a few questions. And what they added a new feature that if you are walking near a high-ranked police officer and you are dressed as a police officer, even though they can see you through your disguise, you have this feature like you will act like a police officer, which improves your disguise. Like if you go past near him, right, and you just like go talk to your radio or something like that, and like I need backup around this in this area or send an ambulance, whatever, right? And that high-ranked police officer will ignore you in a way because
Hmm.
he won't see through that disguise.
Yeah.
So they added that feature, and if you don't use that feature, your cover will be blown basically.
You know what I think would be interesting is if they added a questioning thing, like where the police officers would ask you a question, kind of like in Fallout, and you get options of which one to choose, and based on which one you pick, you seem more suspicious or more
Oh, right.
like, oh,
Well,
you say
I,
something
I
fishy and
understand.
they get you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would add to the game or not because Hitman is like usually the Hitman that people know and love is get into the house you need to get, kill whoever you need to kill, get out, nobody knew you were there,
Yeah, I guess
right?
you're right. Kind of does seem like a minor inconvenience to have to answer questions.
Yeah, but in Hitman 2 though, Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, some guards would like run up to you and start asking you questions, and after they would like talk to you for a few seconds, they would run off. Unless you were in the Japanese mission where the ninjas wouldn't let you go and they would just start attacking you after a few seconds, which were pretty annoying. But yeah. But except for that, I wanted to also point out that in the new Hitman game they added a new feature, which is, in my opinion, kind of redundant. But I guess they want to, talk to the newer gamers out there that never played out Hitman, and they want to add out. A thing that actually like you can predict where the person that you're looking at will go, which
Hmm.
which is like a sixth sense or something like that. You
It's
can see their paths, whatever.
I don't know. It's interesting, but it kind of seems like it's gonna make the game way too easy.
Yes, yes. But they promised, or they at least they said that there will be an option to remove it. I hope it's true. You know, I don't want to play it, the way, you know, with all those assists and helps and whatever. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. If
And
they had
I wanted
modes,
to.
they should have like different modes. Like, oh, the easiest mode will have that, and then for people that don't need that, you play normal or hard or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. They in all of the games, as far as I remember, they had difficulties. So I hope they will stick to it. Uh, I hate when the game is adjusting itself to your play style, and sometimes it's way too easy and sometimes it's way too hard, and you're just like, what? Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't like it. I like the way Max Payne 3 works, for example, because I fail a lot and I die a lot in that game. After a few times that you die at the same checkpoint, the game will actually give you like extra ammo, or it will give you one painkiller, whatever, right?
Yeah, it seems
So
helpful.
exactly, like here's a little Twinkie, whatever. Go deal with the situation better in a way, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
I really enjoy
a
it.
lot of games I die and I come back. Oh, still no ammo.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good because it's really helpful for me because I do try to play the hardest difficulties usually, and that game is pretty hard. I mean, it's pretty hard. It's
Yeah,
harder than the first two.
I was
So
watching all your Let's Plays. It was kind of funny.
yeah, I've died too much. I know.
It's funny. It was funny when the guy kept telling you to go to the stairs. Like, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about either. And then the freaking guy snipes you.
Yeah, yeah. Get off the stairs. Get up the stairs. No, get off the stairs. What do you mean? I'm on the stairs. Get off the stairs. Where do I go? Yeah, that was a weird conversation between two weird guys. But yeah. Also, I saw on E3 the yogventures. What do you think about that?
I'm unfamiliar with it. What is it exactly?
You don't know it?
No,
Wow.
not me.
How about Ben? Do you know it?
What's that? Sorry.
Yogventures. Ever heard of it?
No, not at all.
Okay. You guys
Fact,
ever heard of the Yogscast?
I have vaguely. Well, yeah, no, not vaguely. Yes,
The
I have heard of
Yogscast.
them. Yes.
Yeah, the guys that made all those Minecraft videos and
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Shadow was of Israel, and they basically started with Warcraft tutorials and the Yogpod back then.
What is
So
Yogventures then? Like,
Yogventures is basically like Minecraft, obviously, and the game itself will have a
oops.
whoa,
Sorry, I'm just
yeah.
watching a video on it.
Can you like, yeah, thanks. So basically, the game itself, is from my understanding, for what I've seen so far, will have an adventure built in the game, but the game is basically a sandbox, like Minecraft is, and it will give you tools and specific tools like machinima tools
Yep.
or build the world tools, whatever, and you can build your own adventure in your own world. In if you want a snowy area, if you want a forest area, if you want this area or that area, if you want to have a big, huge arse mountain or a very deep cave, you can do that, right? And you can build your own missions, set your own NPCs that are within the game.
Yep.
And for example, if you're like opening a gate, you want to make a cinematic of the gates opening or whatnot, then you can do it as well, which is it's like Minecraft but more evolved because obviously it has a little bit better graphics and it has more tools. So I don't know. I'm kind of looking for it to see what's gonna happen with that one. But yeah, Ben, are you typing again?
Yeah. Sorry. I just hit my mic halfway through that. Yeah, I'm working on a project.
Working on project. Okay. How to hack to the White House.
Oh no, man. That's way too. That's not a project. That was last year's project.
Oh, right. That's way too easy.
Swear to God, if the CIA bust from my window now, just like
Hmm.
smile and wave out the window just in case they're watching. Anyway, all right. Well, let's save Madnex some hard drive space and wrap it up, shall we?
That's it
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
See you later,
thanks
guys.
for having me.
Yeah, it's been fun.
on the show.
It's nice to meet you, Jacob.
Please,
By the way.
guys, please add the words on the show
What?
because it sounds so bad.
What do you mean?
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh God.